a little bit there. But as I said before, this boy ain't got no respect for nobody. But you're going to learn. Trust me, you're going to learn. So, Allentown Police got the package. I got to go down tomorrow and file another set of charges against Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Look, man, you got to understand. You can sit there and say, look, the package never came from me. It doesn't have my address on it. But the part that you're not getting, the part you don't understand, is that any form of retaliation of the rumors that you spreaded about me being the scammer, about me ripping people off and robbing people, any form of rumors such like that come to life and have action behind it, this is something you're going to get charged for. So if you go out and spread a rumor that somebody is doing this, that, and the other, and other people follow this rumor and harm comes to this person or something happens at the end of the day, you're charged for that. You get charges for that. And that's what I try to explain to you. You started this wildfire, now you're going to have to deal with it. And you are going to jail, my man. I told you before that when I reached the judge, when I talked to the judge, I'm requesting 30 years without parole. Now, this new package that came here to our front door, keep in mind, I'm not stupid at the end of the day. I know where I make my purchases from. I know where I make my orders from. I keep a detailed list of all my transactions. That's always been that way. So I know exactly what I order, what I didn't order. I've always been that way. So if something comes here, the first thing I do is, and especially if it's not on my Amazon account, because I always order through Amazon. Matter of fact, all my packages literally come through Amazon. So if it's on my Amazon account, I know exactly what I got ordered, what's coming on Monday. So when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking there's no way in the world this is not from Amazon. It's not an Amazon packaging. It's not. And it's nothing else I would have ordered at all, period. No special lamps, none of that at all, period. You I order from eBay, Amazon, and those are only two places I order from. So I know exactly from the door that the package came up suspicious. When we looked up the address, it was a clothing store, not a clothing store I would have ordered from at all, period. So we know that from the door too also. So also with that, it's not, and on top of the kind of clothing I like to wear, no, that's not something I would rock anyway from the door. So that's not me at all, period. But we looked up the tracking number, and the tracking number traces down where it was shipped from. So keep in mind, they could have went in and used somebody else's address and then shipped it out. You do know when you're at the post office, there's security cameras that record everything at the post office. When you walk into that unit and when you come out of that unit, you're being recorded. So bottom line is, we'll find out exactly who you are. And Jamie, the reason why you got new charges because of this, because again, I told you, when you go out and you spread rumors, and these rumors come to life and other people interact, those people will get charges, you will get extra charges because you are the source who started the whole thing. So yes, the Allentown Police Department has that package right now, and they're going through it. And I've been advised to come down tomorrow morning and file another set of charges. Now, these charges are going to be different. This is terroristic threat. And these basically at the end of the day are pushed to the system much faster, which means that an officer soon will be at your front door for your arrest. This is why I explain to people, don't do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Nothing's good going to come of it. And for the person, I'm pretty sure it was Jamie who walked into that post office. I'm pretty sure of that. But anyway, it's not the first time he used a fake address. He uses fake addresses all the time. But like I said, it's going to be, I can't wait. We cannot wait to see you in Allentown. Keep in mind, as I told you before, Allentown is a small town. So we only have two airports. One airport is basically used for commercial, and the other one is for the residential. Residential, I guess people, everyday people use it. And that's it. There's only one way in here and one way out of this place. So you'll be coming down for prosecution very soon. And keep in mind what the police find in that package, or whatever's in that package, because I don't know. They're going to basically put that in as a new charge for you. As a whole new charge. You're already in the system already. We already have you in the system as Mike Gonzalez, which you called in a fake police emergency to have the police come down here. They know it's you at the end of the day. They all know it's you. And now we got interesting packages popping up at the front door. And yes, you are recorded when you walk to the post office. When you sit at that podium, there's a camera staring right at you. Matter of fact, you're recorded the entire time as you walk in and out of that building. So The payment had to come from somewhere, came from someone's credit card at the end of the day, and that also too can be traced. So what they're going to do is they're going to involve United States Postal Service involved in this, because again, it was shipped by United States Postal Service, even though they tried to ship it in a package that didn't have the emblems on it. We can track the tracking number and find out it did come from the United States Postal Service right there. Yeah, you can track everything right from there. Yes, sirree. So someone just lost their freedom. Because again, we're going to prosecute. So, Jamie, if you're involved in this, you're getting locked up either way. And whoever sent this, and if you weren't with Jamie, you're part of a conspiracy charge, which means you'll be locked up also too. Keep in mind, gentlemen, if you watch many prison movies, well, let me tell you something. It's going to be far worse than that when you get in there. And keep in mind, Jamie, you've already pissed off people at the end of the day who have ties just about everywhere, even including the prison system. They're in there too. So, yeah, you're going to deal with that nonsense when it comes. And keep in mind, as I told you about Allentown, we have 2 airports out here. One for commercial and one for everybody else. And guess what? Again, they're going to be there. So hopefully you make it to court, because I do need you in court. I need to prosecute you. But let's see where this happens, as it goes at. And you can sit there and cry and whine to a police officer and say, oh my God, they're going to get me when I get there. Hey, look, no one told you to mention someone's name that had nothing to do with you. They don't even know, they know you now, but they didn't know you at all, period. They know anything about you. But they do know you now. So is this supposed to, am I supposed to fear this at the end of the day? Is this supposed to frighten me like, ooh? No, it doesn't at all, period. Not a bit. Child, kids, at the end of the day, you're going to lose your freedom. I'm going to see you in court. I'm going to prosecute you, and then I'm going to sue you and take everything from you. And you got another set of charges. Now, this time, this charge is very, very serious. And again, like I said, this is going to prompt the police to basically to push forward even faster to get that warrant for your arrest. I got to call back and see exactly. Matter of fact, I got to go back down to the building anyway, because I have to go down to records and I have to get the new set of new charges. Because yes, another set of charges that were already put on the previous charges of terrorism threats, cyber stalking, and then we have the emails that show the judge with basically what came from your rumors with the racial slurs and death threats and all that good stuff. At the end of the day, the judge is going to get a chance to look over. So don't worry, you'll be in court soon enough. Now, let me say, I can go pay for detailed tracking on this too on top of that. So this is where the address popped up at this place over here, which is interesting, because I'm thinking that they're going to find it quite interesting that someone used their address to commit a crime. And I'm going to contact them and have a nice long talk with them and explain to them the pictures that I received off my phone. I'm going to send it to this company over here and explain to you who you are, Jamie. To let them know that, hey, look, we've got this cyber stalker and he's been doing this really weird stuff and your address was used in this crime. Yeah, I'll be contacting them tomorrow. Right over here, which has the same address on the package. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to file charges against you. You're not getting out of jail, so you know that, Jamie. You're never getting out of jail. You have literally so many charges against you. You are not getting out of jail. You try running. I'm see how well that's going to do at the end of the day. You ever been tracked before? Yeah, you'll know what that's like at the end of the day. Yeah, you'll be tracked and hunted every single day of your life. So I'm requesting 30 years without parole. You're already, how much are you? You're 47, so you'll be 70-something years old. That's 30 years without parole. Mind you, you still have the post office charges, and they're 20 years a pop. So you're going to die in prison. That's what's going to happen. You're not getting out, ever. So this one package coming here, bad. This was extremely not going to go well for you at all, period. So see, what's going to happen is all these emails we got with the word nigger all in them, and basically all these messages we got of hate mail and all that stuff, that is added to your case. You know that, right? So let me explain something to you people. You go out and you start a rumor, it comes to life, and a person goes through whatever. Guess what? You get blamed for every single email, every single threat, every single thing. You get blamed for it, because it shows that you triggered it. You're the person who started it, and you're the person who triggered it. So you get a lot of time in jail. And we have what? Close to about 1,000 emails per account. with the racial slurs attached to it, pornography pictures that were sent to cell phones, not going to go well for you, man. So I can easily get that 30 years without parole. So meanwhile, I'm going to contact this company tomorrow because they show up on the address, and let them know that, hey, look, we have a package that was sent to the Allentown Police Department, and this was a very suspicious package that popped up. Did you guys send it to us? And they're going to reply back, no, we didn't say anything because I didn't order anything from them. There's nothing on my credit card statement that comes from this place at all, period. Nothing on my PayPal account, not a thing. So they're going to know what's going on, and we're going to explain to them the problem that we've been having with an internet troll by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. And yes, your information will be dealt out. Yes, they will have your information and the incident reports and the problems we've been having from you. Every person that you come in contact with or is involved in this will have all your information. So they're going to file charges. Yeah. So let me see. How many companies now you have that are filing charges against you? You have the complex that you contact them with the John Doe. You have the charity group that you threatened the poor woman with. She has all your information now. Everything. All your stuff. So these are people going to be filing charges against you, so you're not going home. I told you, when you come here to Allentown, for the lawsuits, yeah, you'll go home. For the criminal charges, you're not going home. You will stay here in Allentown with us. That prison I just showed you, that's where you're going to be at. You're going to be sitting over there. Go talk to a lawyer. See if he tells them the same thing I just told you just now. You're not going home. So remember, when you get up in the morning, you're going to make your way down here to Pennsylvania in Allentown. Remember, that is your last day. That is the last day that you're ever going to be to walk down the street. It's the last breakfast you're going to have in the morning. Last dinner you're going to have at night. Everything will be your last. When you come in here in the court of law, all the evidence, all the information that we have about you, but everything that you have done, every single email, every single message you've sent to, I have everything documented. Everything is before the courts. We have everything we needed to back up to prosecute you. You will not be going home. You will not be going back out that door. You will not get on an airplane, and you will not be flying home. What's going to happen is you're going to sit there, and the judge is going to basically scream at you for all the dumb stuff you have done, and she's going to sentence you. We're not sentencing you yet. They're going to basically provoke you're not getting bail, so that's not going to happen. And they're going to put those handcuffs on you. They're going to take you down there to be processed. But before all that happens, mind you, you'll be processed in your own state, because that order will be sent over to the police officers that are in your area. And they will come to your door and place handcuffs on you and take you downtown for processing. Now there you could get bail. But when you come over here to Philadelphia, or Pennsylvania and Allentown, you won't be going home. So next time I see you, Mr. Fernando Gonzalez, you will be in an orange jumpsuit or a gray jumpsuit or whatever. You'll be in some kind of jumpsuit, because you'll be coming back to court for the lawsuits that'll be following behind that. We'll cover all the criminal charges. I'm pretty sure will be followed up in the same day. Mind you, he has 7 open cases on him right now. About to be 8 open cases now against him, basically for some of the dumb stuff he has already done. And there's enough concrete evidence against Mr. Fernando to lock him up for a very long time, including the weird puppet poses, which we have every single, I have pictures on all those, the dog house, me looking like a chicken, all of that, all those weird poses, that's involved in the cyber stalking. Posting my address without my permission, you did that twice. As a matter of fact, you even did a little video telling people to come down to my address. Yep, got all that at the end of the day, all that stuff you deleted off your account, I got every bit of it. Shame, man, you messed your life up. You're 47 years old, so you will never see your kids again, unless they're going to come down here or wherever they're going to put you. I forgot about that. It's federal crime, so no, you're not going to be here much longer. You'll be here for a while, but then you'll be transferred over to federal prison, because that's where you have to go, because you committed federal crimes. And that's not a federal prison, or that's a holding facility over there, so that's where you'll be at. You ever been locked up before? You know what you're going to go through? Oh, you're going to be really freaking nervous when they stick you in that van and put them handcuffs and those ankle bracelets on your freaking feet. Take that nice little trip, go into that little cave where that door shuts down behind you. Yeah, you're going to know what that's like. Yep. And he's about to get first. And now, mind you, for the rest of you who felt that Jamie's going to get it all, no, Jamie is not going to get it all, because there are conspiracy charges being filed right after that to gather up the rest of you to bring you in for court. And this is where the pointing and finger blaming begins. Because he's going to blame you guys left and right. He's going to blame all of it on you. Yes, he is. He's going to do whatever he got to do to go home. That's what he's going to do. See, that's the thing about it. You guys all together, and then when you get into a situation that you can't get out, you're going to start blaming each other left and right. Everybody's going to point the finger, and he's going to do the most pointing because he has more to lose than the rest of y'all. Well, I don't say more to lose, but he's got more evidence against him. He's going to throw you guys under a bus. He's known for it. So you guys are going to have your little blame game going on in there, and I'm going to be sitting back laughing at y'all. Oh, well. You know, it's time you do dumb stuff when you're young. That's when you do dumb stuff. You don't get older and wait till you got your whole life ahead of you and you got everything done and you've accomplished so much in life to do dumb stuff. So that package, thank you so much, because you just gave me more ammo. I'm going to use that against you in court. It's going to be to no end. You sent a package, a dangerous package to this resident right here. Not only that, the landlord's going to turn around and file charges against you too, because you put the people in this building at harm too, at risk too. And you put the police department at risk because it's a suspicious package. You know how they got to treat that thing when it came through? They can't open that thing up. They have to have somebody, a machine or something, to open it up because they don't know what's in it. So that's going to cost money. At the end of the day, you got to pay for this at the end of the day. So you thought, what's going to happen? I was going to get the package and just open it up, not knowing. What do you think? I'm stupid? Who the freak opens up strange packages? I know everything I order from. I know where it comes from. So I know that package didn't come from here. So what are you going to do when the police department has to handle that package on top priority because they don't know what's in it? We don't know what's in it. What's going to happen now? See, what's going to happen now is now they're going to seek a warrant for your arrest. That's what's going to happen. They're going to seek a warrant for your arrest because you're already in the computer system as a person as problem already. Multiple charges. This is not going to go well for you. You're a person of interest. You could be a person of interest. Keep in mind. You can sit there and say, well, no, you could be a person of interest. If I'm having a problem with a certain person already, and you're the only person I'm having this problem with, you become a person of interest, which means they'll bring you in for questioning just for the sake of it all. So expect a police officer at your front door soon. It's going to be a very uncomfortable experience, so you know that. And very embarrassing, but very uncomfortable experience. And this is what you get when you do dumb stuff at the end of the day, gentlemen. You just gave me another bullet to put into the chamber. That's what you did. And guess what? I'm squeezing the trigger. And I'm not going to miss. So it was a stupid thing to do. And it's going to cost you. You'll get plenty of time to think about that when you're locked up. And you're sitting in a 4x8. And hopefully the person you're locked in there with doesn't decide he wants to either rape you or beat you to death. Or take everything from you. Just let you know when you get in that lunch line, you better watch your back. And also, too, another thing you need to watch your back is when you're sitting at that table because everybody's watching you because you're fresh meat. It's not a joke in there. You're going to find out one way. Either it's going to be in the shower, whether it's going to be in your own bunk, or you're going to find out in the yard. One way or another, you're going to find out. And judging by the way you guys talk on camera, I don't think you cut out for it. I mean, I don't think you're going to do well. I think you're going to do a lot of crying. A lot of crying. Don't let them see you cry. Man up. You're going to need it. Courtroom's going to be scary enough. Oh, well. Okay, people. I'm done. I'm going to watch me a movie because right now I'm going to sit down. I guess they thought then they, oh my God, this is going to scare him to death. So-and-so. It's going to stop him from talking on camera. So-and-so and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. You can call me nigger at the end of the day. What you want to call me, you can threaten my life at the end of the day. I'm going to still do what I got to do at the end of the day. You want to stand me? You get that straight. I'm going to sell my screen paint, make my product. I don't care at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what you try to do is not going to work at the end of the day. I'm going to do what I have to do. I enjoy this. This is my passion. This is my love. And this is what I'm going to do. And family says at the end of the day, which I'm not going to mention, but I'm just saying, y'all ain't making it back home. I'm just going to put it that way. Take it the way you want. You triggered them. That's all. And they know about this too already. So they already piping hot. They already piping hot. I'm surprised. I don't know how this even gonna go out. I hope we get you guys in court. That's one thing I'm worried about. I hope we get you guys in court. We make it in one piece. Some pissed off people. On top of you messing with family at the end of the day, yeah, ain't gonna go well. But I'm gonna do what I want to do at the end of the day. I'm gonna make my products. It shows at the end of the day how threatened you are at the end of the day. What's because of my skin color? Because I'm black? It could be that too. And people don't like me because I had a couple of people call me nigger a few times on a couple of forum sites because they don't like to see a black man make a product at the end of the day. Is that problem at the end of the day because of my color? It got to be something that's triggering y'all at the end of the day. Is it jealousy? It got to be jealousy. I remember these jokers were calling my phone acting like they was gang members talking about you ain't going to talk about paint no more and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. Man, you don't get out of my freaking face at the end of the day with that dumb nonsense. Y'all too vanilla to be talking that way. No. Let me explain something to you. I'm going to sell my product. I'm going to launch my product. And if you guys got a problem with me, how about y'all come down here and deal with me face to face? Bunch of cowards. Y'all freaking have my address. I sent my address over 19 times to one guy and 7 times to the other guy. And none of y'all ever showed up at my address. Talked all this trash. But y'all afraid to give me y'all address. Y'all hide behind fake accounts, fake emails, whatever way y'all contact me. I contact y'all directly. I don't hide behind no fake accounts. I've never contacted any of y'all with a fake account. Y'all know who I am when I reach out to y'all. But you guys got to contact people with John Doe's and all that stuff. No. I'm going to say real quick. Fernando, I'm going to reach out to your landlord tomorrow. All right? I try to hold off on that because, again, I'm not trying to get your family involved in that, but I'm going to reach out to him. I want him to know exactly your activities. So we know who he is. We know where he lives at. I'm going to reach out to him, have a conversation with him, and I'm going to send him over your criminal report and all the problems we've been having with you, including the new ones that I'm going to have. I'm going to get you evicted out of your building. It's time for you to go. Now, keep in mind, when they do come for you and you're not there, that's a warrant for your arrest. You do know that, right? So you better give some form of information on where you're going to be at because the charges are still going to flow through. As I told you, what, at the end of the day, I have options here on my table. If I decide to just hold it and let you continue to live where you're at, because I can contact your landlord with the paperwork and get you put out. But if I continue to hold back and just wait till the law enforcement officers get to you, then you'll be locked up either way. You're going to be out either way. Or I can basically contact your landlord and show him the charges and see if he has anything to do with this because your LLC is tied into his building. I can get you put out in the street because he's not going to tolerate that. He's going to let you go. He's not going to tolerate getting sued, and especially having your LLC with the activity that you're committing. He's not going to tolerate that. You're going to have to go. And once you're out, wherever you got to go at, keep in mind, even though your address is there, just because they can't find you doesn't mean they're going to drop the charges. I mean, you're just going to figure out exactly where you're at, which means you're going to be searching your family's homes left and right, and it's going to make it uncomfortable for them because they're going to be trying to figure out where your whereabouts at. You're going to get a warrant for your arrest. And that's not going to go well. So you're either going to go through that mess or turn yourself in. More charges tomorrow. Okie doke. While I'm down there, let's see what else I was supposed to do. Oh yeah, I got to get the other charges. So what was the charges for the additional charges for the stalking, the email telling us where we lived at, and then calling the police, which you got an instant number on that. So now when I go down there, you'll have an instant number, another one for this mess. And keep in mind, you can go before a judge and say, hey, look, that wasn't me. I didn't have anything. Yeah, you did have something to do with it because you're the one who initiated these rumors to begin with. You started all this. So you're responsible. That's all to it. And I'm going to sue your company. When I get done with that, I'm going to take all those little reports you got on your company, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like perjury and all that stuff. That's a 25-year prison sentence right there from the door. So Mr. Jamie's not coming home anymore. His life is over. That's it. Now, mind you, for the rest of you who, what do you call it, Salmake 5, Danny, and the other bunch of them that got involved in that, you're looking at anywhere from 90 days to a year or so in jail. And keep in mind, one day in jail, your life can be taken in one day. Do you understand that? In one day, even 30 minutes, you could be taken that fast. So 90 days in there, it's not good. Not even a couple of minutes in that place is not even good. You can be taken out of the comfort of your own homes. You can be taken to a place where you can be told what to do, when to do, and how to do it every single day until your time is up. And keep in mind, in places like that, if they even find out or get wind that you're going home, they will cause fights, get you into fights deliberately so you can get more time stacked on top of you so you can be in there a little bit longer. Yeah. You didn't know about all that stuff. I know because I went through the system already. I know what it's like to be in there. You're going to find out shortly. Yes, you are. You're going to find out. It's a shame. Like I said, idiots at the all for paint. Can you believe that? All for jealousy and paint at the end of the day. All right, well, I'm going to get back to my amazing technology that I have over here. I guess that's what they're mad about. They're mad about the new technology we have coming out, all the stuff we're designing and making. It's just got them so angry. As a matter of fact, look at this right here. I'm going to show you something, how angry they are. Let's go over to my inbox. Yeah, the minister. I explained to you, didn't I just tell you to mind your own business and go someplace else? Did I not just tell you that at the end of the day? You want to get involved in this? Because I can gladly get you involved. Just because you're behind an email doesn't mean. I told you, we sent him a nice little message. He sent some dumb nonsense over, and I sent him a nice little message and said to him, you said my product is hot spotting. So then you can prove this in a court of law. When I sue you for spreading lies about my company. Let's see. By the way, we know who you are, and we'll see you in court soon. He hasn't responded back at all. Quiet as a church mouse. Hasn't said a thing back at all. Yeah, so if I go to your channel, you have a YouTube channel, right? And I find anything in there that states about me being a scammer and this, that, and the other, I'm going to dig you up. I'm going to bring you in court. And then you'll just have to prove in court that all these claims that you made against me. If not, I'm just going to sue you. That's what's going to happen. So he hasn't contacted back at all, period. And you called me a scammer, right? You're a scammer. Get your priorities straight. You're a sorry excuse for a Christian. Interesting. That's a person who calls himself a Christian judging a Christian. You can't do that then. You know that. Yes, God judges Christians. You don't have the right to do that. And again, my technology works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's been working like that for a very long time before you guys ever existed. So how in the world all of a sudden you guys pop up out of nowhere and say, oh, this product doesn't work? Where were you at when I developed Digital 1 Crystal Screen Paint or Digital 4K Crystal Onyx or Crystal Edge Technology Screens? You were nowhere to be found. So you don't know anything about me at all whatsoever. You're just going by from what you heard from other people who started rumors. Jamie, this is why you're getting a lot of time. You triggered this mess right here. This person became who he is because of you, because he heard of your lies. Same thing with Danny, same thing with Solid Wake 5, all of them listening to your lies. And this is why they're now involved in a conspiracy. Yeah. So, Mr. Minister, I'm going to give you, I gave you a warning, so we'll print this out. We'll show this to the attorney that you were warned that if you keep sticking your nose into this, we'll search you out. We'll figure out exactly where you're at, and we'll bring you into court, and you'll be prosecuted. Now, I'm giving you an option. Get lost. Go someplace else and do something else. But if you pop up one more time on here, I guarantee you when those conspiracy charges come through, they have to dig you guys up, which means they have to hire an investigator to go track down and figure out exactly where you guys are living at so they can serve you for court. So I'm giving you one last warning. You hit my email again, anything stupid at the end of the day, and yeah, you'll find yourself locked up. Stupid stuff at the end of the day. All that because they're just threatened by screen paint. I'm going to tell you something, gentlemen. You know something else too? You want to know something? You can get your butt kicked at the end of the day in that place if they find out you came in there for some dumb charges at the end of the day because somebody's in there doing some hard time and someone else is doing something because he had to do it and he didn't have a choice. And that was the only way out. And you got in here for what? That's what you came here for? You mean to tell me you got all this time for what? For something that's, yeah, the people will whip you behind for something like that. Because it shows at the end of the day, you just didn't value Jack at the end of the day at all. You got locked up for something that stupid, that dumb at the end of the day. Oh, well, that's what you get for following Jamie. Oh, and by the way, gentlemen, Jamie threw you clean under a bus because you know that certified letter that we sent to his house that he basically did sign for. Mind you, he started the rumor that our products were nothing more than black paint and we were just scamming people and all this nonsense. We gave him the opportunity to send paint to us. with his address attached to it. Everything is right there for the judge to see that, yeah, we requested from his address, we posted his address right there. All that's in the letter for him and the judge. And the fact that he never sent his paint out, the fact that he ignored our request, clearly shows that he lied. And the fact that he lied to you guys too. But you guys didn't basically come back and contact me and say, hey, look, I've got this guy saying so and so. And you didn't contact me. You just went on believing whatever he said. And now, because you're expecting for him to have your back, he doesn't have your back. He basically threw you under the bus because he never sent a letter back. He never sent us any paint, nothing at all. Nothing. Which means that shows guilty right there from the door. And if that shows guilty from what he said and he lied about it, then guess what? You guys got involved in that nonsense and he threw you right under the bus with him. So this is where the pointing the finger game is going to come at. When he gets you guys in that interrogation room, you guys are going to start sitting there pointing the finger and blaming each other about who told who what and why. Whew, man. All right, people, I'm going to get back to my screen and enjoy the rest of my night. You enjoy the rest of yours at the end of the day. It's a shame, like I said, in this business that I got to go through this nonsense. You know, I've never had this problem. When I first started my company, when we did screen paints, we had people who honor and respect each other. But these two individuals have no respect whatsoever. And I'm talking about Danny and I'm talking about Jamie. Y'all have no respect for other people. People didn't make memes and do all that nonsense. We went on the ABS forums. We challenged each other's products. You know, we talked, we communicated. Some of us became friends. And if we were enemies, we just basically stayed in our own backyard. But you guys of the day do the weirdest things I've ever seen. And nobody coming there making puppet bodies of people and doing the nonsense that you guys do at the end of the day. So this is the reason why I'm the one that's taking you to court. And you're not taking me to court because I don't do dumb stuff like that. You guys do that dumb stuff. All right. Well, let me explain something to you. One thing too, on top of that. You guys got mountains of fines coming at you. There's a lot of fines coming at you. So chances are you're not going to have anything on your books. You know what books are, right? When you get locked up, commissary, you know, going to the store and be to buy things and make life a little easier for you while you're in there. So keep in mind, if your own fines and all these other things that pop up, they clean your books because you owe money. You owe money to victims. You owe money to basically for fines from the states, whatever it could be, from court costs, whatever it is. So they'll take this money off your books. So basically you won't have anything because you owe money. So this is what you're going to have to figure out. You're going to have to find somebody that you can trust to put the money on their books so that way they don't take it. But then they may take your money. And they may also, too, take your money and say, hey, look, at the end of the day, if you want to keep your safety or blah, 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 la-di-da-da-da, you're going to continue to put the money on these books. Good luck. You're going to need it. Besides, you guys are going to owe me money at the end of the day, so I don't know how you're going to be to put money on them books. Whew. Ugh, man. I tell you something. I got to call my buddy up. Buddy, it's my friend. I can hear him laughing before he picks up the phone. How stupid you guys can be. Well, I swear, they probably thought like, oh my God, he's just going to open it up because, you know, he buys from here. You took somebody else's business and you put it on there? Wow. So I'm going to send them over the pictures. I got a nice email I want to send over to them with the pictures, the packaging, everything to them. Let them know that, hey, look, this package ended up at the police station. It has your information on it. And yeah, it was sent to us with this mysterious package. Yeah. Thank you so much for the more evidence. I appreciate this. I'm going to see when I get down there to the police office, to the police station, with the additional charges that we already have in. I'm going to contact the FBI on Monday and see if basically they can push, make this a high priority case and push to have an officer come to your front door as soon as possible to process you, get you ready and get you processed. See how fast we can get that pushed. Because now it shows a high priority. When we have packages coming to the door, to the front door, that is considered to be extremely a high priority, and it means they have to have an officer come out and arrest you. And that's what I'm going to do. All right. Good luck, buddy. You're going to need it.